Hi, I'm Chelsea Husum, your host of the Lip Service and Lashes podcast. I'm an entrepreneur, author, speaker, and mom of two. And I'm so tired of women not feeling like they can show up as fully expressed versions of themselves. So here, we're all about that unapologetically, because honestly, we don't have time not to. Literally because we're busy as F moms and entrepreneurs, but also figuratively because we don't know how much time we have on this planet and we want to make an impact now. But if we're doing this, we're making it real vibes only. So let's get inspired, laugh our asses off, quite possibly cry, and feel like you're sitting on the couch with your bestie and a glass of wine. I'm so happy you're here. Let's dive in. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Lip Service and Lashes podcast. I'm your host, Chelsea Husum, and I'm so glad you are here. Okay, today, guys, I want to talk about energy in a few different ways, but I am extremely sensitive to energy, other people's energy, kind of just like the vibe in the room, that kind of stuff. And so I've noticed how sensitive I am and how I'll be trucking along in the best freaking mood. And then maybe my husband will come home randomly and he's just had a rough day, right? He's had a shitty day. And clearly his energy is different. And I'm trying to run into another room and physically stay away from him because, or not, and not even just him, but anyone that is negative or in a bad mood, because it just literally affects me. It immediately comes at me. It just brings my mood down. And then I'm pissy and cranky. And I'm oh my God, not even for a reason. It's just literally leeches off of them onto me. And so it's I've realized that I just refuse to hang around shitty people or cranky, negative people because I literally can't physically handle the energy. It makes me physically ill and completely derails my mood, my anything, right? And so it's even for the news, for example, I absolutely freaking hate the news. I literally live under a rock, people. I don't really know shit that's happening. And if something big enough happens in the world, people tell me, and then I'm damn it, why did you tell me? But I just it's death and destruction. The news in Denver is this person got murdered, then that kid got kidnapped, and then this person, was shot by a drive-by shooting. I'm oh, yay. That's so uplifting. I love it. And no, I don't. I can't, I literally can't handle it. So I I don't even read the news on my phone. I don't at all. And especially lately with all the politics shit. Oh my God. I can't even. So it's, yeah, I choose that boundary to stay away. If my husband loves the news, he's always loved the news. And if he's in the living room watching it whenever, I just have to physically go somewhere else. I know that I have to remove myself because I hear it and then I'm oh my God, this happened. And then I'm an empath, so things just really bother me. And then I hear about something horrible that happened to a kid, and then I think about it for 6 months. It's holy shit, I don't have the energy for this because and then I cry for 6 months because I heard this horrific story, about this child. And I'm oh my God, I physically cannot function that way. So I, put that boundary up. I know I don't read the news on my phone. I don't read it on my computer. I don't watch it. Just freaking can't. And it's funny that I have a broadcast journalism degree because I wanted to be a news anchor. But in South Dakota, it'd be a cat walked across the road today. I mean, there wasn't drive-by shootings. There wasn't a bunch of murders and all this crazy shit. So the news there was kind of uplifting, and because they had to figure out something to talk about. So I don't know. It's funny that I wanted to be a news anchor. And then I moved to Denver. I'm oh my God, no, that sounds horrific. So as far as energy also, one thing that I've been reading on and kind of thinking on is how, if you're a parent, how you deal with energy from your kids. Okay. So it's parenting's just hard in general. We know this. Okay. But sometimes I literally sit in here and wonder like how much I fucked my kids up by from like years ago when I didn't like my younger son, the honey badger, right? Love him. He's just fantastic. But my God, that kid pushes my buttons and drives me freaking insane and is a whole new level of stubborn that like I've never experienced with anyone else on this planet. Okay. And it's like back in the day when he was coming at me being crazy and like really pushing my buttons, and I would get overwhelmed and I would freak out, yell or whatever. And he like he doesn't respond to that at all because he's like, oh, we're here. Oh, I'll take it here. Like, let's freaking go to the next level, mom. And he just like fucks with you. And it's like, why are you even trying power struggles with him? You will not fucking win. Like, I'm just gonna say that. So it's like, why I've been really working to like understand emotional regulation, and like kids are not born knowing how to handle maybe their energy, their emotions, right? And it's our job as parents to show them and model, okay, they're overwhelmed right now. Like instead of now they're coming at me instead of me going back at them, and now we're battling and it's a friggin' fight and we're all crying and it's a shit show. I need to show them and model how, when we're overwhelmed, what do we do? How do we calm down? How do we talk through stuff, right? And so over the years, I've learned with Wyatt specifically, like if he's coming at me, I don't really give him the attention. Then I come back to him later and we talk about it and we work through it. Usually we both end up crying and he hugs me and he apologizes and said, I'm so sorry, says, I'm sorry, mom. And it's like that, by me modeling how to, have positive energy or a positive interaction with my kid, right? That's what he needs. He doesn't need me yelling at him. He doesn't need me, getting all pissed off. He needs me to show him how to manage your energy, how to manage your emotions. And I think, the joke is like, oh, you're in therapy. How much did your parents fuck you up? Right? Like we all, when you're frustrated, you can snap, you can get pissed off, you can yell, you can, do whatever, like all these generations before us, right? Like all this stuff they did to discipline kids. It just doesn't freaking work anymore. Like we need to move on. And it's like, for me, I've learned to have that emotional connection, and conversation gets me so much further. And being in that energy gets me so much further than just being in a pissed off energy. Calling all badass moms and entrepreneurs ready to stop surviving and start thriving. Y'all, I am officially opening spots for one-on-one mentorship. This is designed exclusively for the women who know they're meant for more, but feel stuck in the chaos of balancing business, motherhood, and everything in between. I'm not just another coach. I'm a proven business owner who's built an award-winning company, written a best-selling book, launched a podcast, and built a platform, all while raising a family. If you're ready to get unstuck and take bold action, master time management and boundaries, build an unshakable CEO mindset, and prioritize your energy without guilt, then let's make your next level happen. Faster, smarter, and with zero apologies. This is not for the excuse makers. It's only for women ready to go all in on themselves. Remember, spots are limited, so if you are interested, head on over now to Instagram and send me a DM with the word mentorship. I cannot wait to talk to you, girl. Another like random thing I've been thinking about. We all know someone like this, but like think of somebody that's constantly pissed off, constantly negative, right? Bad stuff is always happening to them. Like it's almost like, not like it's comical, but kind of, because you're like, holy shit, how does like really bad stuff keep freaking happening to you? Well, we all know why. Well, don't all know. A lot of us know. Like when you're putting negative energy out into the world, that is physics and it's bringing it back. You put out negative, the universe gives you back negative energy. So, or if you put out positive thoughts, positive energy, our thoughts are energy. Everything we are energy as our thoughts are. So it's like you're attracting whatever you're putting out there. So it's like I've met so many people that are so freaking negative and they're constantly bitching about something. And all this, like their life is just freaking chaos and it's constantly bad stuff happening to them. And yes, there are like freak accidents. There are there's life, right? I mean, so it's not like you manifested if you were in a car accident, it's not like you manifested that, right? Like this is life and there are freak accidents. But overall, what you're putting out, like the energy that you're operating at is what you're getting back. So it's like, sometimes I'll get in a funk and I know it. I'm like, oh my God, like pull yourself out, girl. Like, because then it's just, I'm like wallowing and like kind of bad stuff, just like, then I'm sitting in traffic more, or this happens or that happens. And it's like, it always feels like it's all like coming down at you at once. And it's like, well, look at your fucking mindset. Like you're in a shitty mindset. You're being negative. You're being cranky. You're being like everything you're putting out is negative. So yeah, it makes sense, right? And so I try really hard to be aware of my energy and like aware of my thoughts and aware of what I'm doing. And when I'm getting like that and I can feel it and it affects my energy, right? And my mood too, like I have to snap myself out of that and move on. But I just, and I think the people that are constantly negative and constantly complaining about everything and it just never ends. Like they obviously don't realize that they're putting negative stuff out there and that's why it's coming back to them. They definitely have not like researched this or done the work on themselves or, read about any of this. But I think it's just something to be aware of. And like our energy, for me, like I protect my energy more now than ever. Like I won't hang out with people I don't like. We all have such limited time. Like I don't have a lot of free time. If I'm going to spend a little bit of my free time with you, I have to feel safe with you, seen with you, loved, cared for, right? Otherwise, I don't need that. I don't want to put myself around, mean, negative people because number one, I don't deserve that. And that's just not how I want to live my life or the people I want to be around. So, I think it's at some point you have to understand, like you protect your energy. You don't hang out with people that are, those friends that we probably all had that when you're walking away, they're talking shit about you, right? It's like, I'm good. I'd rather not have fewer friends, right? And have very few friends, but they're really good. Or, or a larger circle of women, but I know they're good people and they got my back, right? And it's like a similar energy exchange with them. And you leave feeling fulfilled, you leave feeling like energized, not like, oh God, that sucked. You know what I mean? Like if you have friendships like that, you need to move on, like find some new people. Because really the whole point is like you should be spending time with people that energize you and really see you and love you, right? So just I just was thinking about how, how sensitive I am to people's energy. And I physically have to like move away, move rooms, move physical locations, try to set boundaries of stuff that I know is going to like bring me down or mess with my brain, mess with my head. And like I said, I live under a rock and I'm happy that way. Like I'm good because being an empath, like I can't have all that stuff on my brain, and it truly affects my mindset, my mental health. And that's not how I want to live. Like I will live in my happy little bubble. And like I said, if something big enough happens, I'll hear about it. But I prefer it that way because that's how I'm able to operate from a good place and a positive mindset and like positive energy. And that's what the world needs from me and from all of you, is like us to clear out all the shit that is being like spewed at us, right? From all the different things, clear out all the negativity and go out and like be able to actually function successfully and in a positive way. And that's like I feel like I'm doing a better service to myself and whatever I'm putting out in the world by doing that. So let me know if this resonated with you. Always remember, no BS, just real vibes, everybody. And thanks for listening again. I'll see you next time. If you loved the episode, share it on Instagram and tag me so I can say thank you and meet you. Or share it with a girlfriend who you know would love this too. Always remember, no BS, just real vibes. See you next time on Lip Service and Lashes.